All right, everyone, welcome to Studio 90. We're here with the nice backdrop of Boston. We're joined by Jonathan Spector, defender for the U.S. men's national team, and also West Ham in England. And Jonathan, I've known you for quite a while now. It's been since 2003, I think, with the 17s. And when I first met you, you were a forward. And obviously you made the change. You came to become a defender when John Ellinger put you on the back line one game in England. And since then, you've been playing every spot on the back, center, left, right. And I have a question. Do you miss playing forward?
Not really. I mean, it's always fun in training, growing up playing forward and things like that. But during games, I'm a defender now. I mean, that's my role in the team, and I'm happy to accommodate. And it gets me minutes in the game, and I've enjoyed the switch, to be perfectly honest. I don't really miss at all playing up front.
You gotta miss scoring goals at least. When's the last time you scored a goal?
I didn't score when I was a forward anyway, so
that's why you moved back to defender. I get it.
I actually had a decent scoring record growing up, to be honest, high school, things like that. But I think eventually I was going to make the switch back to defender. It's a more natural role for me. Different managers and coaches have said to me possibility of playing like a holding midfield role, which I might enjoy too. But right now I'm happy playing in the back line.
Do you like to get forward still though a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can see that when I'm playing outside back in particular. As a central defender, you can't get forward too much, but outside back I like to get forward, put crosses in, and I had a couple shots in the last game, which was nice. None of them on target, but...
What's your favorite part about being a defender now? Is it a crushing tackle? Is it just shutting one guy down one-on-one? What do you enjoy about being a defender?
The most satisfying part is there's a sense of camaraderie as a back four and with the goalkeeper as well. So once you get a shutout at the end of the game, knowing you worked hard for that and that you accomplished that goal, that's the most satisfying thing. But, I enjoy getting stuck in on tackles and things like that.
Now, you've played right back, you've played left back, you've been in the center. Where do you prefer? Is there a spot you prefer on the field, or does it not matter to you?
I don't know, to be honest. I enjoy playing all across the back four. Each has benefits. If I'm playing left back, I can cut in on my right foot, get some shots, things like that. Right. Playing right back's more natural, obviously. Yeah. But I also enjoy playing in the middle. You can control things a bit more. There's a lot more communication skill needed to play in the middle, which I enjoy doing that, organizing and things like that. So each one has its benefit. And obviously for me, being versatile, it just means there's more opportunities for me to play.
Now let's talk about the West Ham United season. Obviously you guys doing all right, and then you took a little bit of a dive there, and everyone thought you guys were going to go down. We're not going to have any chance of coming up. And the big game against Manchester United, you guys win, I believe it was 1-0. Just talk about what it was like in that locker room after you won that game and you guys were like, you knew you weren't going to go down.
I think it was only halfway through the season. Most of the media had already written us off, saying we were guaranteed to get relegated. But the most important thing was the team's belief in ourselves and each other. As a team, that we were going to come through this. But after the game, both teams were celebrating for very different reasons.
Yeah,
obviously,
exactly.
Man U had just clinched the title a couple weeks before last game of the season, so they were celebrating, and we were celebrating because we weren't going to get relegated, which was huge for us because of the, to be honest, atrocious start we had to the season. No one expected us to finish that poorly. From the start, we were expected to be in the top half and pushing for top six for a European place, but obviously didn't go that way. I think at the end of the season we were just happy to not get relegated, but right. Next season we'll definitely be looking to build on that and look for a top half and top six finish.
Was it interesting for you to secure that you guys were going to stay up against Manchester United, the team that you came in with at the first time in 2003? Was it interesting that it happened there? I mean,
well, it was particularly special for me.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it until after the game, obviously. Before the game and during the game, I was just concentrating on what I needed to do to help the team stay up.
Do you get a chance to go back and talk to some of the staff there, or even maybe some of the fans? Do they say hi to you when you go back?
I definitely keep in touch with some of the players from the team that I'm still pretty close with. I congratulated Strauss Ferguson after they had won the title. I called him on the phone. He's always been really good with me, easy to talk to, and that. But it's hard to stay in touch, keeping so busy during the season. But I went in the dressing room afterwards to congratulate him, and it was funny going from one celebrating dressing room to the other. It's not usual that happens.
All right, well, now you're here for the Gold Cup. You've been in with the U.S. team a number of times, a handful of games, but this is really the first time you're in for a long stretch, and you can kind of really show what you're made of and kind of make an impact for Bob Bradley. Can you just touch on the importance of playing in the Gold Cup and playing well?
Well, it's an honor to be part of the Gold Cup squad, and I think we're looking to retain the title first off. But for me personally, I'm excited, happy to be here, and definitely looking to make an impression on the U.S. fans and obviously Bob Bradley. I think he's done a great job since he's come in. He hasn't lost a game yet.
Yep.
I think that record speaks for itself. And hopefully we can keep that unbeaten record for him throughout the Gold Cup. And for me personally, it's a place where I can continue to improve and establish myself in the men's national team, which is something I'm definitely looking forward to.
And how special would it be for you to play in the Gold Cup final in Chicago at Soldier Field in front of tons of family and friends?
Well, it's funny. I've had some really special moments at Soldier Field, even though I've never played professionally in the U.S. I came here with Man United for our preseason tour.
That great Bayern Munich game.
Exactly. That was we played Bayern Munich. For the fans, it wasn't the best game. It was a 0-0 draw, but it was special for me. It was the first time I actually played for Man U's first team. I think I was just 17, 18 at the time, and just able to play in front of all my family and friends. Never expected that. And this would be just as special, if not more so, since I'm able to represent my country. Hopefully we'll get that far. No reason why we can't, and win the Gold Cup on U.S. soil in front of all my family.
Well, we'll definitely be pushing for you to be at that Gold Cup final. Be starting. Hopefully we're playing Mexico and we beat them. Well, maybe 2-0 again? That sounds good.
3-0 would be better, I
3-0.
think.
I like the 2-0, because all the history with it. But 3-0 is fine, too. That's fine with me. How about 2-0 and then you score the third one?
That works for me.
Perfect. This goal-scoring antics will be back then. All right, everyone. Stay tuned. We're going to be back here with Jonathan Spector, and we're going to do the back four quiz.